Hey guys, Aaron here with For the Love of Tech, bringing you another video. As promised, before I do the drawing on January 1st of 2018, which is just 2 days away, I'm going to launch the complete review of the OnePlus 5T. This is my very first OnePlus anything device that I've owned. I'm here to tell you my experience with it, how I feel about it, whether or not I think it's a good buy. Would I recommend this to you guys? That's what we're here to find out. And I'm giving one away for free. So why don't you want to find out all you can about it before I give it to you? Here's a little bit of history of OnePlus. They originally launched in, I believe, Asia, over in China in 2014 with the motto, "Never Settle," which is still embedded in the front of their phones today. It's there. I haven't tried to get rid of it. I kind of like it. Next, we're going to review all of the specs in the phone. I know it's boring. I know it's going to take a minute. Hang there with me. I'm going to try to do it as fast as I can. First and foremost, the price, $499. It's an amazing price. I'm going to keep referring back to this price throughout this review because I have to drive home to you. This phone costs $500. All of the awesomeness they've managed to pack in here, they did it for $500, which leaves me with a major question. Can Samsung produce the Galaxy Note 8 and still make a profit at $500? Can Apple produce the iPhone 10 and sell it at $500 and still make money? I'm just something to think about. This screen has the AMOLED screen, which is the newest and the greatest out on the market at the moment. All the cool phones have it. All the kids want to have that screen. You got it here for $500. It's amazing. It has the 18:9 ratio. The website claims the screen is amazing in light viewing, direct sunlight using. I don't know where they are. I don't know what sunshine they're using to test this out in. But here in Florida, I was in the direct sun several times and I couldn't read my phone. Changing the brightness, looking for another setting, going like this. I'm like, what is this, 2013? I can't even see my phone in direct sunlight. So here's a quick little video. You guys can see exactly what it is that I was talking about. I couldn't see my phone and neither could you. So now you know what I mean. I don't know how they tested that or what the measurement was for it, but I think that's a big giant fail. This phone you can't see really well in the direct sunlight unless you're sunbathing all the time. I don't really know where that would even be a big issue to begin with. All right, a couple details about this device. This is running Android 7.1 with Oxygen OS version 4.7.4 running over it. Aside from a couple little features and a couple little things that are different, this feels and looks a lot like stock Android. I am a Pixel user. I'm just a fan of the Pixel, of the icons. I was able to go ahead and completely customize this and change this. I hard pressed right there. I hit the settings button and look at that. It gives me the option right there to change my icon pack. So that was a big win for me. It's almost as if OnePlus wants me to customize my phone the way I want it to look. Big win, OnePlus. Really easy to change that so I have the more Pixel look and feel on my device, which I think is what Android is all about. Your phone, open source, have it look and feel the way you want it to look and feel. All right, this phone also has something called a Parallels app, which allows you to have two different social media or any type of media apps running at the same time with different username and logins. One for work, one for play. I guess this is where that would come into play. For myself, the lines are so blurred. What is work and what is social? Because pretty much my social life is work and work is kind of like my social life. So I don't really have a major need for that, but there is somebody out there that will have a need for it, probably more than I even realize. So that is a big thumbs up that that feature is there. So take advantage of it. Don't discard it. You can use it with Twitter, Facebook, WhatsApp, anything that you want. Next, we're going to talk about the camera. The camera on this phone is the big deal. I'm going to go ahead and throw up some basic still shot comparisons right now so you can take a look and see the difference. We've got the Galaxy Note 8, we have the iPhone 10, the iPhone 8 Plus, and here's even some shots from the Pixel. So take a moment, take that in. As you can see, the OnePlus 5T does not fall short in any category. You have dual lens with a 20 and 16 megapixel. That's what you're looking at me through right now. 16 and 20 megapixel dual lens camera on the back shooter. This is what I call either the main camera or they call it the rear camera. I just call it the main camera. Then you have your selfie camera, which is the other one. When we turn it around, that's when you just, see yourself. And the way that takes pictures is super quick, super fast. You are not going to be disappointed. The autofocus on it is top notch, top shelf. You're not going to feel like this is a budget phone, especially when it comes to the camera. If this is OnePlus, the camera is this much of it. That's what I want to drive home to you. If you're a social monster, if you take pictures, if you're into selfies, if you're into apps, if you're into sharing, vlogging, anything, this phone is for you. Do not overlook it. Don't look at it just because, it's $500. You get what you pay for. Let me go for the top-end iPhone. Let me go for the Galaxy. No, you can get everything you need in this phone for $500. You can't beat it. That's pretty much the point I'm trying to make. This has everything that you need for only $500. Bokeh, or the lens blur on this phone, is pretty impressive as well. One of the only things that I did find that you will not get on this phone that you can get on other phones such as the Pixel, and I think even the Note has it, and I know the iPhone definitely has it right now, is the lens blur, the bokeh, when it comes to the selfie camera. So if you do want to take a portrait mode and you want it to look amazing with the depth effect to it, then you definitely have to stick with the rear camera, or the main camera, the back camera, however you want to call it. So that is one downside I did find to this phone. And if I didn't mention this to you guys, I feel like I would be doing you a disservice. It's not a mandatory thing for me, but in the realm of selfies and depth effects and everything else, if that's a feature you cannot live without, then you got to go ahead and pay about anywhere from $250 to $500 more just to have that feature. So that's a big chunk of money for one feature. That's the one thing that I think is huge that's missing on this device. I'm pretty sure it doesn't have wireless charging. I can live without it. If you need to pay extra money to have lens blur or the bokeh, the portrait mode, or the wireless charging, then that's probably the only two things that you're missing out when it comes to this device. The next thing I want to share with you guys is the 4K footage at 30 frames per second on this device. It looks phenomenal. You are going to have no idea that you are shooting on a budget smartphone in 4K on this. Here's a quick little clip I took the other day when I was doing the giveaway video. As you can see, it looks phenomenal. You can't even tell. There's no difference at all. If you're editing and for some reason you have to have 60 frames per second, that 30 is just too low, you can always take it to 1080p, which is not a bad look. It's not going to leave you thinking that you missed out on something. It's just not 4K. So that's pretty much it. But if you need 60 frames, you have the option of scaling back 1080p at 60 and even at 30 if that's what you need. All right, one other quick little fun feature for you guys. If you are trying to take a quick picture of anything, a quick selfie, the double click on the power button will serve as launching the camera, autofocusing, and taking the picture within seconds. Let me go ahead and just kind of showcase that for you guys so you can see exactly how fast that works. So you should be able to see it. I'm going to double tap on the power button right here. That's how quickly it launched, it autofocused, and it took the picture. So you guys were able to see it. I wasn't really looking at the camera. I apologize. So I'll go ahead and take another picture to show you guys. Oh, looks like I'm not getting any better at this. All right, I think that one was much better. All right. So that was one feature I wanted to definitely highlight to you guys. A review wouldn't be complete unless we whip out our Snapdragons and we measure them. So here we are right now, 2017, the verge of 2018. This device is pushing a Snapdragon 835. I don't know about you guys, but I remember my first Android phone ever, the HTC Hero. I was with Sprint, and it was like the first Snapdragon chip ever, and I was like, this is the coolest thing, a Snapdragon. I didn't know what it meant, but I wanted one, and I got one. Now we're all the way up to 835, and into 2018, I can almost assure you we're going to start seeing some 830, 845s, 855s. It's just going to keep ramping up. So this one here is not lacking when it comes to its processor. You are not going to feel disappointed at all. You are going to be happy that you made the jump. All right, one of the things that helps make this device so happy and quick is it comes standard with the 6 gigs of RAM. If you upgrade to the 128 gigs of memory, it also organically takes you to 8 gigs of RAM. With 6 gigs, the iPhone 10, I believe, is up to 4. The Galaxy Note 8 is up to 6, and this is at 6. Just to give you a good comparison, I'm not sure off the top of my head if the Pixel is at a 4 or a 6, so we're just going to leave the Pixel alone for now. The point is, it's got everything that you need. With 6 gigs of RAM, you're not going to be looking for more storage. It's going to do everything it needs. In addition to it, it has the built-in artificial intelligence like most smartphones these days. The power management and the app management feature on this is going to be noticeable. Now that we're talking about power, we have a 3300 milliamp battery, which is pretty much on par and standard for phones these days. But please notice, right, how thin this device really is. This guy is so thin. It's so thin, and they've got that giant 3300 milliamp battery in there. And because it's so thin, it works great. I have never had this phone die on me as of yet. For the past week, I've used this as my daily phone. I figured in order for me to give you a good, complete review, I needed to start using it every single day. I had to do everything with it. Even though I've had the phone, I've had a SIM in it, and I've been using it just for social media, I decided to give you the best review. I had to put it in my pocket with my main SIM and use it all the time. Next, we're going to talk about dash charging. As you can see right there, dash charging with this USB-C power cable. Guys, look at that. Look at that. It comes with a little plastic cap on it. The reason my cap is still on it is I ordered an extra one. I like the way it looks and I like the packaging so much. I don't know if I'm ever going to use these. They just might stay up on my little cute shelf back there forever. But this is my favorite charging cable. I love the red. I love the red. I love the look of this. It's phenomenal. Big thumbs up OnePlus for presentation, for quality. You put money in something that most manufacturers are looking to skimp on, and you did it all in a $500 smartphone. Good job, OnePlus. The next thing I want to talk about is this device comes unlocked, which I love, right? I went to Best Buy the other day. I bought an iPhone as a gift for my mom, and I said, hey, I need to buy this. What they had to do was go into the phone, open it up, which I thought was kind of rude. They opened my phone without talking to me about it. They had to do some sort of programming or something or other to make the phone unlocked, and then they sold it to me. They're like, it's unlocked. And I was like, doesn't look unlocked. You just had to do all that stuff. They said, well, we can unlock them ourselves. So this phone, none of that was necessary. It came unlocked. It actually works with 35 different networks, which means you can go all over the place with this phone. And it has a dual SIM tray. 2 SIMs, not just 1, 2. Can't beat that. You can travel, you can swap back and forth. It's what you need. OnePlus is not making this phone for one country, one person, or one region, or one network. They're making this phone for everybody. Good job, OnePlus. That's what we need. The days of carrier-specific phones need to end. It's my device. I bought it. Let me take it where I want to take it. Don't give me grief about it. It needs to end today.
A couple more features I want to go ahead and highlight, and then we'll go ahead and wrap this up. Is really quick. I just want to show you the Face ID on this. I don't know if it'll work with me right here the way I am, but let's take a look. Do you see how quick that was? I mean, look, I'm pressing the power button. I'm not directly in front of it. I'm not. I have a tripod on my face. I'm peeking around the corner, basically, right? And it still can unlock. Now I'll put my face a little bit more relevant where it can see me. Okay, so maybe that was too far away. So it was working. Okay, so it worked again that quick. By the time I hit the unlock button, the powered on, and it came on, the camera laser beamed up to my face. It says, hey, there's your face. We're going to let you in. That's how quick it worked. Now, here is the fingerprint reader or the scanner, which in my opinion, it's the best. If we're going to keep this on a phone, it needs to go here. Not here, not there, here. That's where it needs to go. No questions about it. So we're going to see how quickly. I think you guys were able to see that. We're going to try that again. Here we go. Boom. So just a gentle rest and it's on. In the event everything is failing you, there is always the on-screen code. Now, this case came from the manufacturer, and I want you to take a moment and look at this. Raised up, raised up, raised up, raised up, and raised up. This is so you can put your phone face down, and you don't have to worry about potentially damaging it. That little riffraff on here isn't going to screw it up. Alright, one of the things I want to go over with you guys today is some of the other additional features that are in here that I think make this phone truly unique. Over here, we have a slide bar. I'm trying to get the autofocus to kick in on that for you. See if we can you guys see that? There you go. Oh, there's that little guy. He's a little slide bar. Look at this. So we slide it all the way up, and we're in silent mode. Boom. Super easy. We slide it down. We're in do not disturb. Boom. Super easy. We turn it here. We're in ring mode. Now notice every time we move it, it changes, and there's little spokes there. It tells you what it does. But come down over here, right? Hit your spokes. Alert slider. And it coincides with it. Inside all of these, there's another little menu. For alarms, alarms will always ring. All right? It's for silent. Media, enable vibration. Middle one, do not disturb. You can pick what you find relevant for do not disturb. Calls from favorites, repeat callers within 3 minutes, allow to ring, manage favorites, event reminders, and messages. So you can actually choose messages that you want to come through during do not disturb. Allow for pulse notification light. That's the little light up here in the top, right? In the forehead, we'll call it. So that's pretty cool. That's a great feature. I think you guys will enjoy it. You will appreciate it, and that it can be customizable. Now it comes down to buttons, right? You can swap the order of the buttons. Pay attention to this, right? Pay attention to that down there as I press this here. Boom. Did you see that? See that, guys? Boom, boom, boom. You can do whatever you want. I'm gonna leave them. I'm gonna leave them there because that's what I'm used to, right? Hide the navigation bar. Boom. You see that? So you can hide it. You can hide the navigation bar. I think when you hit this button here, at the bottom, it hides it. Oh, there it goes! And you swipe up and it comes back. I prefer my navigation bar there all the time, so I leave that. Press the power button twice for the camera, which I have already demonstrated to you guys that that is correct on my phone. There you go, that quick. Long press, action, open and close, split screen, double tap. I don't have anything set up, but we could come over here and we can set up all sorts of stuff. If we do a double tap, I personally don't do that because I'll confuse myself. You can do long press, no action, double tap, no action. And this is on, this here, right? This is long press. It opens up split screen like we just talked about. Back button, long press, no action. Doesn't do anything, but if we want, we can do search assistant. So we'll long press. That's what happens. It brings up our search assistant. Push the home button and brings up the search assistant. How convenient. We just want that search assistant. So that's what's cool about the buttons. We'll come over here and we'll go to gestures. This is new. This is not everywhere. Let's look at the gestures. Swipe fingerprint for notification. Okay, so maybe this is a little bit of everywhere. So this is. See, look at that. Oh, from the viewfinder screen, long press the fingerprint sensor to take a photo. Guys, let's see what happens there. Long press to take a photo. Oh, we just got educated, guys. That's pretty cool. All right, flip to mute. I can confirm that works. 3-finger screenshot. Swipe with 3 fingers on the screen to take a screenshot. 3. Oh. So 3 fingers down. Oh, okay. You know what, guys? Sometimes you just gotta learn how to use the feature. 3 fingers down. We'll learn together. Double tap to awake, 100%. I use this one all the time, and I got my face. Boom, amazing. Music control. Draw with 2 fingers to play or pause music for the previous track. So maybe. Oh, you guys see that? Flashlight. I draw an O. So we found out how to get this to work, right? So
Battery 100%.
we're learning together, guys. We're learning together. Let's go back here. Let's do the music control. Let's get that going. Let's hit play. We'll get music going. We'll come over here. Look. Okay. Okay, you see that? Yeah.
Let's go!
So it does work, guys. Alright, we figured it out together. Gotta do it from the home screen. Alright, let's keep looking at this setting. So, draw an O to turn on my flashlight. Then, open applications. So, how about to go to my clock, which I use a lot, and create a new alarm, we'll do V. So, look at this. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that! OnePlus, you are winning! Look at this, draw an S. How about we open the shelf? I don't know what the shelf is, but let's find out because we're going to draw an S. Oh, this is the shelf. I didn't even show you the shelf. ADD kicking in. The shelf. You swipe over here, and this is the shelf. Never settle. Memos, if you got to write a memo. Recent contacts. Recent apps, data, available storage, battery life. We can even add widgets to the shelf. Guys, I'm so excited right now. Let's add my Google Play to the shelf because you know I like to use my Google Play. Oh, listening for music. There's nothing going on, so that's exactly what I thought it was going to be. But let's add my, oh, that's what I thought it was going to be. So let's get rid of this. Just super easy. Xing out, it's gone. Alright guys, so that's pretty legit, if you ask me. Right? That's pretty amazing. OnePlus, some cool stuff you're popping in here. Draw an M, draw a W, so we come over here, I wake up in the morning, I draw a 0, an O, my flashlight comes on and off, look at that, seems to favor my finger, so I mean that's incredible. I don't know if any other phone has that. I'm going to check to see my other phones. Giant thumbs up, OnePlus. A couple other things other than the gesture bar. All right, here we can show battery percentage, display network speed. You can choose how you want your time to show up, and you can even choose the seconds. I prefer to not care about seconds. Icon manager. Here we go. So you can actually pick what you want options to be up here or not. So that's pretty awesome. This is a great phone. It's great for your money. You're not going to find a better device. When they say never settle with a OnePlus phone, they truly mean never settle. I will be really upfront and honest with you guys. If all I had was $500 for a smartphone, right, and I didn't want to do device payment plans, and that was all the money that I would be willing to allocate for a smartphone, for whatever reason, it doesn't matter. $500 is your personal chosen max. This is the device. I know that there's some other Galaxies that make other products. I know that there's some other manufacturers. Based on what I've felt and what I've used on this phone, you've got the battery, you have the artificial intelligence, you have the screen, you have the camera, the fingerprint reader, you've got the front facing, which is the fastest I've ever seen before. I did a full video on my Face ID off. This one was the top winner. You've got practically stock Android, even though OnePlus will argue that it's their Oxygen OS. Whatever, I feel like it's stock Android. It looks and feels just like any other high-end smartphone. I don't know what else to share with you or convince you that this phone is a major win for all of us. It's huge. It's a game changer. Hopefully, it's going to help bring down the pricing of these other high-end smartphones. We've got the iPhone 8 Plus. We've got the iPhone 10. Over here we've got the Galaxy Note 8. In all of its glory and all of its S Pen magic. And now we've got the Pixel. The Pixel 2. Amazing phones. They're all amazing, but they're all practically double the price. Come on, guys. I don't know what else you could want in a smartphone. With that being said, we're holding a contest, and I'm either giving away this exact phone, or I'm buying you a brand new one and having it shipped to you next month, right? In order to enter into the contest, I'm leaving little hints and little ways to enter the contest. For this video right here, if you're watching it until the end, and you comment on this video, and you tell me what your favorite feature of the OnePlus 5T is with a dash, then Roman numerals 112. I want to comment a dash, Roman numerals 112. That will gain you 5 entries into the giveaway. 5 entries to the giveaway. So if you want it, there you go. For the love of tech, namaste.